morning, welcome to Sunday. This is the first day of the week for us. If it's still the weekend for you, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Welcome to week 3 of constructions, which is going to, I think is going to be a free of constructions kind of week. And I really want to make the best out of it. It's not very good news for the project, but for me personally, it's completely, totally good news. I really need it. We spent such a lovely weekend here at home. Started to rearrange our new cabinets. The cabinets are now installed and we started to play with it. We tried not to overdo it because there might be people are going in and out, and next week anyways builders will come to work again and people will come in and out. We will have to take everything out and to cover the new cabinets to protect them. So we tried not to overdo it, although we really enjoyed it. We really feel very excited with this new kind of area in our living room. We are very thankful for you, for your advice and your help here. It looks gorgeous and we all felt like it's been here forever. Although at the same time it feels like we moved to a new apartment. We have something new to, work with and to play with. So it's very exciting. But when I realized that most probably there will be no workers, no builders here this week, I texted Monday's Club and Knit Night Club, and 99% of them said they would be very happy to meet. So tomorrow morning the Monday Club will meet here, and on Tuesday afternoon the Knit Night Club will meet here for the first time inside. Because I'm going back to meet Mondays back in around our kitchen table. I never had Knit Night before. I had my studio on the back balcony, but now we will try for the first time to have Knit Night in, around the kitchen table. We will see. I'm not sure how will it work with the flow of our family life, but we will give it a go. We will give it a try. It's anyways Tuesday afternoon. It's the time when the boys they have scouts activities, so it might work well. We will see. Anyways, I want to make the most out of this week, and I have a plan and I have a few goals I want to reach. But for today I thought to take you along with me and to try and organize 2 hand knitted socks wardrobe in the living room area. So as you know, in the bed behind me there is a lot of stuff that came in from the studio. There is a lot of piles of stuff in here. Part of it will live in the new cabinets after the construction will be done, and part of it I will have to find a new home for some of the things here. Part of it will stay here for sure in my new tiny craft room. But I have a wardrobe unit which was gave to be by my mom. It was part of my previous parents' apartment. And when they moved, my mom she offered it to me, and I was very happy to have it. It's a vintage Danish wardrobe drawers units, and usually I kept some packing stuff there, and also the labels for my cotton. And now my cotton stock goes down and down, so I have less and less labels. That I also don't want to keep a lot of labels because I want to finish with these cotton kits supply. Last week I rearranged the wardrobes and I moved all the labels and the packing. I moved all the labels to the lower drawers. I think I will take you there and show it to you. Anyways, I really want to organize 2 wardrobes with these hand knitted socks that I have here. So I have this pile that really wants to have a new home. And I think if you saw the studio tour video, you saw this basket that used to be in the floor of, of the studio, of my old studio. And now I want to relocate these into a wardrobe. So it will be next to the table when the weekly makers meet. And to be honest, it's something that I wanted for a long time, to create myself like hand knitted wardrobes. Like, yeah, it's something that I really wanted to have. Let's see, I hope it will work. And this is what I thought to do today and to take you along with me. I made a lot of progress on my knitting and crochet project during the weekend, and I shared a lot of it, like snippets and everything that I was working on during the weekend. I shared yesterday on a reel on my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram as CrochetObjet, and you can see more of my makings and what progress I made in my projects. I also shared a new custom that I hope to share with you more, maybe later this week, maybe in the next episode. So yeah, you can, enjoy this reel. Unfortunately, the moment I pressed the upload button, I scrolled on Instagram and I found out that 8 of our soldiers were killed. 8 of our soldiers were killed yesterday in Gaza. I felt so confused and so unbalanced, because it happened in the moment when I uploaded such a happy making reel, with us arranging the new cabinets and with good food that we had in the weekend and with all the crochet, the progress that I made and knitting, and then I heard about the 8 soldiers that we lost in Gaza, and we felt terrible, and it felt like it is not right for us to live, just to share my makings. It's a basic. I want to make. I'm a maker, and I enjoy sharing. I enjoy sit here and talk with you and share my makings with you and share myself rearranging like a drawer full of hand knitted socks. But our life here are not normal, so it doesn't feel good to share normal stuff. And I am very, it tears me out. I don't know how to say, but it feels awkward, it feels wrong. We had a huge festival, Scouts festival yesterday. Just an hour after we heard the news about 8 soldiers, we had to go down. All the neighborhood went down to an annual festival of the Scouts here, which is a very exciting activity, an annual exciting festival. But all the people were so down and so sad and sorry with the news, and there is so much pain that it feels very, very awkward. So yeah, I hope there will be no more news like that this week, and I can be, concentrate and be happy with my makings and be happy to share it with you. Anyways, I think now we can go out to the living room and start rearranging these drawers. I already soaked some nuts for my weekly makers. I really like to make nuts to them. The nuts are now in a strainer, and I think before I will work the drawers, the sock drawers, I will go to put them in the Ninja and to, in a 6 hours program of dehydrating. So this is another thing that I want to do today. Many of you wrote me and asked about my Granny Square stripes shawl and if I will have a pattern written. So one of my goals for this week is try to start and make some progress of writing down this pattern. So I hope it will also be something that I, managed to do this week. So this is the drawer unit that I was talking about, and you see it sits right next to the kitchen table. So it's a very old kind of unit, so the drawers are not running very smoothly, but in these two, on the two low drawers, I rearranged all the cotton labels. Usually they were spread on three and a half drawers, and then I had also some packing stuff here. But now all the labels are on the two lower drawers, and these two are ready to be used for my hand knitted socks. In the first drawer, we have stationery stuff for the use of the family. And last week I cleaned and emptied the next two drawers, and now they are ready to be filled with hand knitted socks. Let's put these inside the dehydration just to make sure we have enough time. It will need to work for 6 hours. So I press the dehydrate, and then it will go for 60 degrees for 6 hours. The nuts were soaked in water for about 2 hours, and now they were sitting in a strainer for about, 40 minutes. So now I will place them inside this basket, and it will work for 6 hours. And now this basket is empty. We can put this pile inside. And I still have 2 more that I left in the studio. I will bring it later, but now I will work on this pile. And this is how the first drawers look up until now. Very, very exciting. And this is my chestnut sock pattern, available on Etsy and Ravelry. And I think it goes into this, into this color section, not sure. Yeah. These are the lila socks. Also a pattern available on Etsy and Ravelry. And another pair of the lila, both made out of the Aweta Filcolana. Aweta by Filcolana. But I want to show the pattern outside. I think this was the first pair that I ever knitted. So I think this is it for the first drawer. I might come back later as I know myself and, you know, play with it again and again and move things, shift things from one place to another until I'm happy with the color composition. But it looks gorgeous. Really, really. It was my dream for years to have a sock drawer. And now I have this pile, which is thicker yarns, more like DK and sport weight yarns, and these will go to the second drawer. So these three are my cozy weekend socks made with different yarns. These are the medium Mayak yarn, I think medium yak, and this is a DK wool in a special hand-dyed yarn that Maya from the Wool Barn dyed for me for a few of the knitters here. And this one, I'm not sure what is the name of the yarn, but they are all a DK wool, a DK socks. So here in this drawer, I think I will place them folded to half and place them like that. Let's try, see how it works. I don't have plenty of DK socks. And these are cable socks that I knitted using my Granny Kit cotton yarn, which is a sport weight cotton. These are, I use mainly as bed socks. And these two are a pattern that I wrote here for the makers, the weekly makers, and they call poppy socks. And I really, really hope to have them available on my Etsy and Ravelry stores one day. But these are ribbed socks, and the rib goes all the way down to the heel. Beautiful, beautiful pattern. So the rib goes all the way down. And this is how the DK socks drawer looks like. I don't have plenty of DK socks. I didn't need a lot of DK socks, but I really love everything here. Use all of them. And the good news is there is a lot of space for future hand knitted socks. So this is the first drawer. And this is the second one, and this job is done. And another empty basket joined the pile. So it's almost 4 o'clock now. I had spent some time with Tomer. We had lunch together. We had leftovers, delicious leftovers from the weekend. And then I just couldn't stop myself of taking more and more footage of my new hand knitted socks drawer. I'm very excited about that. It's for years that I wanted to have my own hand knitted socks drawer, and I really like the way it came out. It's not that I'm just pleased to have this box checked and to have another basket empty and another thing that was taken care of with the stuff that I want to find new place for in the shifting between a very big studio to this very tiny little one. But it is also very exciting for me to have my own hand knitted sock drawer. I think the achievement of the day is the fact that I found out that I have plenty more space for more hand knitted socks. I really love to knit socks, and I always think of like, oh, I knitted a lot and I don't need more. But now that I found out that I have plenty of room for more, I just want to cast on another new pair of socks immediately. So yeah, I took a lot of footage of it. I'm just in love with it. I could spend more and more time, be sure. I could spend much more time, shifting things and organizing in color groups. And as I know myself, most probably that I will go back there in the next few days and will, play around with it and shift places and play with the color groups and, So yeah, I will keep you posted. But anyways, before I wrap up this video, I really want to have a little bit more time next to my computer working on my test copy for my new crochet collar. But before I wrap up this video, I just wanted to share with you what was in the package that I received last week from one of the followers here on YouTube. So Robin, if you see it, first of all, thank you so much for the lovely note. Robin sent it and she wrote, it's for Mother's Day, and it was very, very exciting very thoughtful of you to send me something for Mother's Day. And yes, I hope to meet you here whenever you come to visit Israel, maybe when the days get better, hopefully soon. But yeah, the first thing that was in this package was this lovely handmade granny square clutch with this beautiful button. And I think, if I understand correctly, I think it's a really big granny square that was folded. All the corners were folded towards the center, and this is how it was made. But I think this one can be a lovely place to place my Kindle and maybe a printed pattern when I go out and about. And I also received these 4 beautiful color themed hand-dyed wool, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 of them are fingering weight for sure, and one of them I think is a DK weight. 2 of them are labeled, so I know for sure what are they, but 2 are not. The first one is a Malabrigo yarn, and this is the name of the yarn and color. It's a single ply. I'm not sure, I don't think I knew this yarn before, but this is the first one. The second one that was labeled, I think it calls Fuzzy Socks. This is the name of the dyer. It's a fingering weight sock, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams skein. It's a 3-ply, 415 yards. So this is the second skein. And then I received, this one is not labeled, but I think it's a fingering weight yarn. It's kind of like a slab yarn. I'm not sure if this is the correct word, but these knobs or slabs, I don't know how you call them in English, but this is also a beautiful hand-dyed skein. And the fourth and the last one, I think it's a DK weight wool. So thank you so much, Robin, for sending me these 4 lovely hand-dyed skeins. These will immediately go into my stash. Thank you so much. I just want to make sure that I just want to say that it is very, very exciting to get a gift. It is always very exciting that someone think of you and send you something special that he thinks you will like. I just want to remind you that I had to aggressively downsize, and I moved from a very big studio to a very tiny one. So it's very challenging to store everything and to find home to everything. As you saw today, I had to take the socks, the socks basket. It's for the good, but I really like the replacement, but I couldn't keep these hand-dyed socks in this tiny little room. There is no space. So be very mindful, and please don't send me any gifts. I think if you know me for a while, it's not just that I had to dramatically downsize in space. It is also that I am not a typical knitter. I don't like to buy more and more and more yarn. I don't like to have so much stuff in my life. This is me. It's not that I'm completely in love with so many hand-dyed wools, and I admire the hand-dyed wool out there, the dyers, but I'm kind of person, I don't feel the need to purchase more wool and buy more wool and have more wool and be the owner of a huge stash. But on the other hand, it's very nice to receive. It was very, very exciting to receive this package. So I want to be, I hope I made it clear. It is very exciting, but on the other hand, I will have to handle these gifts. It's challenging for me anyway in terms of space. So I hope I made it clear. It's a little bit embarrassing to explain it, and with my limited English, I'm sorry if I didn't use the right words, or I hope you got me, and you got the idea. Anyways, I'm very, very excited to be meeting with my Mondays club tomorrow, and then with the Knit Night club on Tuesday evening. I'm not sure when I will be vlogging again. I plan to make a regular episode when I share all my projects. I'm not sure if it will be this week or next week. Let's see. Anyways, on days when I have my groups, I would really like to keep it. I don't feel like vlogging. I don't think I will vlog. These groups are our safe place. It's a very safe and intimate. I'm not sure how to say it. A place for the knitters, for the makers, and I want to, to keep it that way. It's our own blue zone. We created our own blue zone, and this is how I want to keep it. So I might take footage, here and there from the table to share with you, but I don't think I will vlog on these days. So I hope to create, an episode where I share more of my makings, and to share an update of where I am with all my projects. But until then, you can enjoy the reel that I uploaded yesterday to my Instagram, where you can see a few of the projects that I'm working on. So I think this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon, and until then, happy making, everyone. Bye.